Welcome to KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen.
Hi, I'm Toby. Thank you for watching KMNH, Kids Make the News Happen.
I'm Malcolm, and on tonight's news, what do an Olympic swimmer, a heavy metal guitarist, and a tech CEO all have in common? Possible jail time, that's what. All three were arrested and charged for storming the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. According to Forbes.com, five-time Olympic medalist Cleet Keller, heavy metal guitarist John Schaefer, and Brad Ruxdale's a former chief executive of a data analytics marketing firm. I say former because he was just terminated from the company. These individuals and many more are all facing some serious sentencing stemming from the criminal acts the Department of Justice have charged them with. Many more arrests are expected as authorities search from across the country for the people involved in the deadly attack.
Kids Make the News Happen was made possible in part by the support of Evan Clippinger. Thank you.
In Washington, D.C., more than 20,000 National Guard troops are providing security to the Capitol following the insurrection on January 6th. But one of them isn't letting that stop him from teaching his students. D.C. National Guard Sergeant Jacob Gahit is also an elementary and middle school band teacher at Canterbury Elementary and Frost Middle School. He wakes up and immediately teaches his elementary school students from the drill floor of the D.C. Armory, and later during the day he teaches his middle school students from the back of a Humvee. Sergeant Gahit is a member of the 257th Army Band, a unit that splits between the regular Army service and live performance. I'm sure his students appreciate his service and his belief in the power of art.
This KMNH segment was sponsored by Louise Watts. Thank you for your support. The Ben & Jerry's Ice Cream Company now makes a special ice cream that's just for dogs. This is the first time in Ben & Jerry's 42-year history that they have made a special treat for animals. The treat comes in two different flavors: Punch Mix, which has frozen peanut butter, pretzel swirls, and a sunflower butter base, while the other flavor, called Rosie's Batch, is a creamy pumpkin flavor with many pup-friendly cookies. Do these flavors sound good to you too? Let us know in the comments and tell us about what kind of sweet treats your own pets like.
So far, this winter has been a little wetter and actually a little warmer than we're used to in this part of the country. And you can expect that trend to continue with up to 4 days of rain with the chance of snow to start the week. One day should be the wettest and warmest day, with things getting a little colder on Tuesday and Wednesday, leading to the chance of snow after dark. The end of the week brings dry weather with colder temperatures in the mid-30s. Next weekend will warm up with the little chance of rain on Saturday, and things will remain pretty much the same as we head into February. This has been your KMNH 10-day forecast.
We would like to thank Mary Buck for support of Kids Making the News Happen.
Happen Teens volunteered on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which was also named a National Day of Service in his honor. The Happen Teens Volunteer Project this year was to develop a poster that reminds people of what Northside does not stand for. The Volunteer Day was a big success. The teens handed out over 25 posters on Monday and received orders for over 75 more to be delivered to Northside residents and businesses. Happen staff will be delivering posters during the week while we teens are in school. We want to thank all of the Northside businesses and residents for sharing this project and making it happen.
Kids Making the News Happen was made possible in part by the support of Joe Erpenbeck. Thank you. One thing that people have learned during the last year of the COVID pandemic is that it's important to pause. During this time, people have had an opportunity to reconnect with family and friends. They cooked meals at home, worked on puzzles, and played games together. According to T-Mobile.com, 80% of families reported that family meals are now the high point of their day. T-Mobile.com also reported that the average time spent on a phone connecting with others has risen more than 30% during the pandemic. And 94% of Americans said they were happier and healthier because they are also spending more time outdoors.
I'm sure you've all heard the rhyme that ends with, "We all scream for ice cream." Well, you may not want to eat this ice cream because you could end out just screaming out in pain. The Food and Drug Administration has recalled more than 11,000 containers of Weiss Market's ice cream because the creamy dessert may have been contaminated with metal filings from machine parts. The ice cream was sold to wholesale companies, so it's doubtful that it was in-home refrigerators. But just in case we do have some, make sure you look at the date. If it says sell by October 28th, 2021 on the cookies and cream containers, then make sure to return the ice cream for a refund.
This KMNH segment was sponsored by Ellen Thomas Arnold. Thank you for your support.
If you've heard of the company Razer, it's probably because of their wildly popular gaming peripherals, including mice, keyboards, headsets, and microphones. But the company has recently announced a new project that will reach outside of the world of gaming. Razer is claimed to make the world's smartest mask. It is a reusable N95 respirator called Project Hazel. It is made from clear, scratch-resistant plastic, and the company told The Verge that it will soon be certified to filter 95% of airborne particles going out of and into the mask, including the COVID-19 virus and other common airborne viruses. It will also have microphones and speakers embedded in the filters. The filters will be battery-powered and rechargeable, but the company has not said how long they will last. And, in typical Razer fashion, it will have fully customizable RGB LEDs to let the user express themselves while they protect themselves and others.
We would like to thank Zen's Plumbing for supporting this broadcast of Kids Make the News Happen.
A man was arrested this week in Chicago's O'Hare Airport after secretly living there for the past 3 months. CBS Chicago reports that the man was arrested for a theft of less than $500 and trespassing. He was found in possession of an employee ID badge that he had found and was surviving through the goodwill of passengers who gave him food. According to CBS, the judge assigned to the case was more concerned of how a person could get through security and live for such an extended time in a secured area of one of the nation's largest airports without being reported.
Kids Making the News Happen was made possible in part by the support of Carolyn Krause. Thank you. Thank you for watching Kids Make the News Happen. Have a great weekend. Tune in next week for more KMNH.